Football lovers, someone and Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, QB. Now, on today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the announcement that was made by Jessica Mutau herself from, Kaizer's management. I can say she's part of the management at the end of the day because definitely, she's someone who we do regard as, one of the, the management when it comes to everything. So far, announcements have been made, and according to Jessica Mtawong, this is not the end for Kaizer Chiefs, which obviously we've spoken, guys, and Angelo would know. Kaizer Chiefs are still looking to sign, this player and that player particularly, but with the comings, you look at the comings in of this guy Flavo Silva, and then you look at Etiosa Ikodaro. If ever that is true, we did sign him. You look at both those two center forwards, then you can see definitely it's okay. There's no longer any striker that is going to be signed, because at the end of the day, you have Etiosa, you have Luke Batman. If ever they are, going to announce if those are some of the players that they were talking about, because Kombole, there's Luke Batman and also Asanela Velbai, which is the situation, and they talked about it today also. We're going to be looking at that. So you look at Velbai, you look at Luke Batman, and then you look at Etiosa Ikodaro, Flavo Silva. Now, those are new signings, all of them. There are 4 new signings without Wandile Duba, Ashley Dupreez, without even this young player, Naledi Hlongwane, without even Teshrick Morris. So you see that is a total of 8 center forwards who, it shows you what I think they're done on that department. They are done, like 100% done. My value they're still looking to sign a new striker, unless Kaizer Chiefs is going to surprise us, because at the end of the day, they do know how to surprise us. And then we move on, we'll look at the players that currently, which they do not announce, but I do know for a fact what they are looking to sign. They are looking for a winger. Yes, I can say a left winger probably, but they are definitely looking for a winger, and also the possibility of a goalkeeper. We should not close that one, because they might make some signings in terms of those ones. But other than that, I don't think there's a lot that we're going to see. But definitely, recently, we did have Opiri, confirm with the Kaizer Chiefs. They're still on talks, or they did talk to him. But let me just quickly check Opiri Bafetu. Is it Lebohang Piri? Lebohang Piri. I think it's Lebohang Piri, because he is someone who just confirmed 30 years of age. That's him. He did confirm, but no, there were talks between him and Kaizer Chiefs, and definitely as a central midfielder, he might be the player, and I should maybe Naibas sign. But with the bringing in of specifically Ndlovu, I'm not too sure. I'm not too comfortable with saying no. Definitely they are going to sign him. So for me, aside in Lamba Fetu, Kaizer Chiefs on the transfer market, despite them saying they are not done, I think they are done, because look, but Asanele Velabai, Kanyiso Shino, Paseka Marco, Tabiso Monyane, Flavo Silva. We have who else? Ethan Chislett. We have if we bring in the players who are not yet announced, specifically Ndlovu, it's almost like 10 players, like the entire squad. You can see definitely what the Kaizer Chiefs are done on the transfer market, except for Indabaga goalkeeper and also that winger. We might see a new winger being introduced, but other than that, Nakon, it will depend if they are going to find that winger, because at the end of the day, I do feel like Kaizer Chiefs tends to sign players when they see what the transfer window is approaching. But instead of doing the reconnaissance early and trying to do something early in terms of those players, they tend to do it late. But this time I was happy they inquired about the players a bit earlier. The only problem is Niazbafich is Kwamini. I put me that much. By the way, they did release, some beautiful kits. I love those kits, Bafetu. For me, aside Lami, actually, I'm looking at the sweater, because I did say if Kaizer just managed to leave the trophy, Naranjani, I will buy a kit. And I know it's not official kit. I will just wear that sweat Bafethu because I love it so much. It looks so nice. This one on the screen, I hope you can see. This is proper stuff. And then we look at what Jessica Mtaung said. She did say with no Kaizer Chiefs are still going to sign some new players. Jobangisho. I don't think that is the case. Yes, we will see, but I don't think that is the case. Now I'm saying this, guys, because every season they do get to say that, and then and then now we move to Indabaga Luke Batman and also Asanele Velabai. Now, guys, I feel like we've been talking about this for the longest time, and I'm happy. Despite her not confirming or denying the rumors, Nagajani, they are looking for those players, and it's a done deal, sort of. But now you look at the committee. The committee is being brought in to play, so that they can be able to deal with the situation. Because at the end of the day, as much as we want those players, aside in number 2, I want to see Luke Batman. I want to see the winger, Asanele Velabai, being introduced. Yes, I know he's going to be playing mostly right wing, but I do feel like they do need to find another left winger so that they can balance out things. But so far, you look at Asanele Velabai, great player, great diamond. I understand why Kaizer just wanted him. And then also we look at Luke Batman, great centre forward, someone who can give us what we need during the time that we're going to be playing. Yes, I know he's not someone who is Spanish, full time, but so far I feel like they know pressure. I feel like they can attain to being in the PSL. I'm not talking about the pressure of Kaizer just because Kaizer's pressure is entirely different thing. But other than that, you look at how Jessica Mtaung responded. Let's just look at the video and then we'll take it from there.
I think what's important is that we are in the business of doing things in a way that's not going to interfere with other clubs. We want to follow certain procedures, and that relates to any other players that we're looking at. So we're taking a very professional approach in terms of integrating and bringing players into the team. So we'll make sure that we only make announcements when the time is right. So watch the space, but certainly we can't be engaging on players who are still with teams or are still contracted. Once there are any changes, we'll make the announcements.
Is there a legal process underway?
There's just a process, and that process will be followed. And once that process is done, we'll make an announcement.
Now, I hope you guys were listening. She said, if there are any changes, then we'll make the announcements. I like it how you get exposed to your own things at the end of the day, because definitely now we can say for sure that Kaizer Chiefs have signed those 2 players. Yes, I understand they need clearances so that they can be able to make sure they have a register as Kaizer players so that they can be able to make the announcements. But other than that, guys, it's going to be difficult. If we do manage to win the cases, but other than that, it's going to be difficult, especially with Uluk Batman, because he's still younger, compared to Asanele Velabai. Velabai is a bit older. He has managed to reach the minimum threshold, so they can be able to say no. Now he's no longer part of the development. He's a player and he is allowed to go wherever he wants to go. Obviously, except without clearance, that is another problem. But so far, we do know with the clearance thing might not apply to him. So they might win the case of Velabai. But with Batman, I'm not too sure whether they're going to be able to win that case, but we will see as time goes on. But how are things going to unfold with them taking the matter to a PSL, PSL something committee, which we want to see how they're going to do. But with new signings, I don't think that is something that is going to be happening. But
very exciting for us, ready for combat, and certainly looking to sign even more. With the window open till September, I think supporters can watch this space and know that we have more players we'll be signing. But certainly excited also with some of our youth players who were showcased during the preseason.
We will see as time goes on if ever Kaizer Chiefs is going to make new announcements. But Bafethu, other than that, I'm happy with the new jersey, the new home kit and away. Obviously, for me, Niazing is big at Twitter, the blue one. one. Obviously I need, to make sure maybe before the start of the season, at least I will be wearing those colors. But yabanda manje guys, so maybe a bit later on, but other than that, I believe this is it, Bafetu. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I hope to see you later on, guys, with something new. Peace.